Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mimi Melly, the creator of CreateKingdomPlans. In today's video, we're going to be learning how you can set up an iPad for your kids. So in this video, I'm using an iPad mini, as you can see on the screen here. And this is the 4th generation iPad mini. It is a renewed version that I purchased on Amazon. Later on in the video, I'll show you what link I used and how I found the perfect iPad for my child. But this is an older version, so there's a lot of things that don't work with it, like apps and things. So, definitely keep that in mind when you're purchasing a new one, or if you just have an iPad laying around that you're using, just be mindful of the things that you can download. So for me, this iPad is going to be for my toddler. He's only 2 and he usually just watches YouTube Kids. So he's going to have that on his iPad, including other educational games. I usually like to show him the Pink Fawn games because he loves Baby Shark so much. So they have a lot of educational apps which I use. And of course, as you go along, if you find other educational games, you can always add them on later. All right, so let's get started. First of all, you're going to want to go on your iPhone and go to the settings. We're going to add our child into our family. So as you can see, when you go into settings and you click on family, you can add at the very top right, add another family member. So at the bottom, you're going to say you want to create an account, and we're going to create a child account. Okay, so you're going to go through this. Put your child's name, birth date, do all the steps, create a password and all that good stuff. And once you create your child's account, it will show up in the family section. So as you can see, it says my son's name, and then at the bottom it says parent guardian is me. And once you click on the account, you can go ahead and look at the different options. So you can see that I'm the parent or guardian. You can go down to screen time. You can do ask to buy. There's so many different options of what you can do to help with the safety of your child using the internet, different apps, and you can turn on ask to buy. So in case they want to buy something, you have to, review it first to make sure it's appropriate. You can do that as well. So there's so many different options and things that you can do to keep your child safe. Once you've set up everything, you're going to activate your iPad using your child's brand new Apple ID. So you activate it and you should open it up and start adding some apps to your child's iPad. So as you can see, when I go to settings, it's my child's name in there. This is his iPad, and it's clearly for a toddler that is 2 years old. So he doesn't really have much in here yet, but I'm going to show you some other things to do to set up your child's iPad. All right, so now let's go into the App Store and start picking out some educational games and other things that we want for our kids. So you're gonna just do a basic search, look for some things for your child, the apps that they already like, and I want you to go ahead and see if you can download them. You should see it says Get, and you click on it. So the only video apps that you can download are YouTube Kids and Disney Plus on this iPad mini. So the iPad mini 4th generation does not allow for all the apps because it doesn't get the iOS updates. So for example, as you can see, Netflix is kind of grayed out. Amazon Prime is grayed out. Instagram is grayed out. When I click on Instagram though, it says due to restrictions set for this device, you can't download. So because we're setting this up for our children, we cannot use it. So you would have to allow access to those apps. However, for Netflix, it says requires iOS 16 or later. So that means if you do want access to those apps, you have to upgrade your iPad. So it has to be the iPad 5th generation, 6th generation, Okay, so now I'm going to go into the game section and show you how the ask to buy feature works on Apple devices. So let's say your child wants to download Royal Match. They're going to go into the App Store and click on Get. They're going to have to put in their password or their PIN, whatever it is, and it's going to, allow them just like, we would to download the app, right? So they're going to be putting in their password, they're going to click on Install, and then another screen is going to pop up asking them if they want to ask their parent or guardian if they can buy this app or, get this app. as it says ask permission. You can cancel or ask, as you can see. Now, once they click on ask, it's going to show up on the parent or guardian's phone. When that happens, you're going to get a notification on your phone asking to decline or to accept. If you click accept, they then will have access to download the app on their device. And that works just simply like that. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is how to control the different features in YouTube Kids. So let's go into YouTube Kids and take a look. So as you can see, I have Miss Rachel, which is my son's favorite videos to watch. So once you're in YouTube Kids, what you want to do is go to the bottom where it has that little lock. They're going to ask you to either do some multiplication or you can put in your PIN. So once you tap on the bottom right on that lock, you put in, whatever it is that they ask you, and then you're going to submit. You're going to click on settings and go to whichever child that you have added, and you can add a kid as well. So you're going to put in the parent email address, click submit, and you create your child's profile. Okay, so we're going to create another one, a 2-year-old account, and you're going to put the date. Of course, that's optional. You do not have to put their birth date. And you're going to choose which one of these options. So they have preschool, younger kids, and you can also approve content yourself. And this is what I use for my child because he's 2. And even the videos that they show for the preschoolers, I feel like are not appropriate for him. So I want to choose my own videos for him. So when you first click on it, they are going to give you some options of collections that they have for your kid. Or you can just go ahead and click on search. So first of all, I'm going to put Miss Rachel, of course. And you can add her entire channel just by clicking on her channel. Or you can click on the specific videos that you want from her channel. So if you don't want the channel, you can just click on the 1 or 2, 3 videos that you really like from her channel. And this is good because sometimes I don't want my child to watch Halloween videos. Sometimes they're scary, they're dark, they have like little creepy themes. I personally do not celebrate Halloween, so I do not include any Halloween videos in what my child watches. He loves them, but sometimes they are creepy. As I said, they're a little bit scary for him. So I just remove them all. But if you do want your child to watch the Halloween videos, you can just select the whole entire channel and you're good to go. Now, what you're going to do for this section is you're going to have to search for each and every channel, every video. This can be time consuming, but just remember that this is all for your child and making sure that they're watching educational videos and not weird videos that show up, just pop up on your screen, which happened a lot when I was using different devices. Which is why I really like Apple devices because you have more control over what your child is watching, what they're doing. Even timed, you can time how much time they have because my child watches a lot of YouTube and I can time it. I can say, okay, this channel or this app, you only have an hour. This app, you only have 30 minutes. Or you could even time it whereas, 10 p.m. hits or 9 p.m. hits, everything shuts off. So you can be like, well, the iPad is off. It's not me, So it's very good to use an iPad for your child because there's so many different options of what you can do to really help your kid have educational fun, but it can be timed and it can be more controlled. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the type of iPad that I purchased and the other types that are available. So the brand new iPad mini 6th generation is $469. They do have other iPads. You don't have to get an iPad mini. You can get the just iPad Air or the iPad itself. And of course, Amazon does have the iPad renewed section. So this is the iPad that I got. It is refurbished in excellent condition. The price varies between how many gigabytes you want your child to have. I personally got the 16 gigabyte. He doesn't need to download much videos or anything like that. So, but the price varies based on what you want, based on gigabytes, based on the types of apps you want to download. Remember, like I said, if you get the 4th generation, it doesn't go up to iOS 16. So it will not allow you to download Netflix. It will not allow you to download Amazon Prime, and there's other apps as well. So just keep that in mind. If you do want those apps on your child's iPad, you're going to have to upgrade the iPad 5th generation and up. Also, if you're wondering where I got this case from, it also is from Amazon for $12. You can find this in many different colors that your child will love, whatever they would like. You can buy it. It's very, very large and cushy. It has a large handle that they can hold on to, and it also can stand up on its own. So it is a good buy. You don't have to buy anything for, too much money. The one case that I really liked was for the brand new iPad mini, so I couldn't get that one. But just find what you think is best for your kid, of course, like I always say, and always try to keep them safe, especially when they're on the internet, and making sure that they're watching appropriate things for their age. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope it was informative and I hope it helped you all. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.